Hello and welcome back to the Outer World. So, we are heading out because we've learned a lot about how the combat works. We've learned a lot about how the whole game works as a whole. And I think it's time to head back to town to talk to the Vicar. We've cleared out some marauders, we've reached level 3, and I did check how skill checks work. Well, accidentally. In the menu it tells you about what kind of things you want to see for skill checks. In fact, I might change this option, thinking about it, but it tells you, do you want to see dialogue skill stats when you're close? Do you want to see them never, or do you want to see them always? I'm kind of interested in seeing always, actually. Yeah, give me all the dialogue skill stuff. I want to see what kind of stuff we've got. Our dialogue choices don't appear until the speaker is finished. No, I want that. I want the speaker to always finish. That's fine. How do I leave this menu? Like that. Did that apply or? Yeah, I think that applied. Yeah, good. So now we'll always see dialogue stuff, which is definitely good. So we'll know what kind of things are happening, and that explains my dialogue question where I was like, do we always succeed? I think we always succeed. I think it's like, you have the skill, you succeed, which is kind of my preferred way of doing it, rather than you have the skill, it's an RNG one. Oh my, that is fantastic. That's just a great view. But yeah, instead of it being always RNG, I kind of like knowing, will you succeed, will you fail? That's kind of my preferred way. Anyway, we'll go and speak to the Vicar, see what he has to say about these deserters, and yeah, and see where we go from there. Do I have like a limited run duration? Oh, it's toggle. Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. What have I got going on over here? It's toggle till you change direction. Oh, there's somebody's house. I'm not going to steal. I have no reason to steal things. Okay, let's head down here and head into town. Yeah. I would like to transition to Edgewater. Oh, that looks awesome as a sword that you could get. Slices, dices, cauterizes. Okay, so I think this is going to be our exploration of the town bit. So, I'm going to start with the Vicar, and then we'll kind of explore everywhere in town.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay, exciting conversation. We discovered the general store. Oh, we should go in, actually. We've got some stuff to sell.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
The vending machine incident?
Got my eye on you, girl.
Well, I need some explanation. Oh, she's coming in. Anyway, even though she's not allowed in here. Okay, hello.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
What incident?
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
I got some questions for you.
Go right ahead.
So what's your take on this place?
What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2.
Okay. I'm glad you're so optimistic.
I have every reason to be. I caught a real break working in a place like this. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed?
Yeah, there was.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. Anyone I should watch out for?
Other than yourself? Definitely the Vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Anyone else?
Amelia. Definitely Amelia Kim. I advise against stepping foot in her drinking establishment altogether. Word is, they're gonna replace her with an auto-mechanical barkeep. She's... what's the word? Obsolete. You don't want to associate yourself with that kind of person.
Of course not, of course not. So about this plague that's going around.
Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor.
Okay. Is the reason you feel like you have to hide what's going on?
You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Survival of the fittest. It ain't just the law of nature, it's company policy. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work.
And if you don't work hard enough?
Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's see what you're selling.
Music to my ears.
So he sells all kinds of weapons, which we already have. So this is why I'm happy we went out before we came here, because now I can see he's got all these weapons. Do we want a helmet? Could be interesting. It gives us armor. We also got some mechanics overalls, some standard troop armor. Okay. We could consider some of these, potentially. Military grade helmet. Okay. Okay. Let's first of all sell our junk. Nice, so we're at 210. A helmet's about all we could buy if we wanted it. Ollie toxic free. I like it. We just got better armor. I don't really want to buy a helmet. I think we're okay right now. We might come back later. We have 5% discount at this store. Well, isn't that nice? Well, hey, you want to tell me what's going on here?
Something you need?
Yeah. You mentioned something earlier I want to talk to you about.
You mean why I'm not allowed in the store anymore?
Yeah. There seems to be a story there.
There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
Must have been a very big thing. You were a kid? That must have been forever ago.
Sure, but folks got long memories around here. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing, and next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road.
Ha 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 ha. Chuckle. Yep.
It's not funny.
That is funny.
Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Sal tuna ships.
Oh
and
no.
Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
Go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Well, let's get back to it. You can see why he doesn't want you around. I want you around. But I can see why he doesn't. Okay. Well, this must be the church. Anything behind the church? Ooh, there's a box that has nothing in it. There's a box that has lots in it. Nice. Okay. Okay, I can make it. I can make it. I can make it. There was no reason to make it, even if I could make it. Okay, good to know. I really like our little dash ability. Hello.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
Well, everyone's talking about it. That's behind the bar. Okay. Well, into the church.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
It is fairly clean. Very imposing. Hello. You're not special. Okay. Any of you?
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Interesting. What have we got behind here? A skull. Seems like an odd thing to have in a church on the altar. Alright. What an odd design of chair as well. Hello there.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
How did you know I was an outsider?
I've never seen you before. And there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here. Except for Ms. Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Maybe it's because you're so dismissive. Quite inappropriate for a vicar, isn't it?
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Okay. Yeah. And isn't it your job to raise that?
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Hold on a minute. Did you just refer to this town as a miserable place?
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
Okay. So what kind of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Actually, I was asking what your religion was all about.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
The OSI? That sounds interesting. So I'm wondering if this is the general religion or whether each corporation is going to have its own religion. What's the OSI?
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson.
Okay. So OSI, scientism. Not very religious sounding. Are you sure you didn't make this all up?
Mock me all you want. I know my beliefs to be true.
Okay. How do you talk to this Grand Architect? Prayer, meditation, or what?
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
Okay. Yeah. That doesn't really sound very inspiring, yeah. Doesn't sound like very motivational religious philosophy. What's there to aspire to?
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything.
Oh.
The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again.
Well, what?
Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion.
But what if the great plan tells you, or the great plan is, that you will not find out what the great plan is? Is that not a paradox there? You got a little bit of a problem. So how does that work? Tell me more.
Well, first there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices. I'm kidding. Seriously, though, To truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Yeah, cut off power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you mean by that? What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Depends on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Okay. Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Okay. Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Okay. Well, I'll need to know a little bit more about this book before I agree to this.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
Okay, I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Well, that didn't get us very far. You got anything to say to me?
Where are we headed?
I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
You mean she's dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Is that normal? Actually, yeah, you get along well with your dad. You might not have with your mother.
Could be. Reckon I'll never know.
You mentioned something earlier I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Yeah, isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Then why'd you want to talk to him?
The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Okay, well, let's get back to it. Alright. They've got some very interesting stuff going on with this corporation and what their contracts actually entail. Yeah, I'd like to know more about it at some point, but I don't know if Parvati's the person to tell us. So if I check the... Oh, can I check the region map? So where's this book? So that's objective, but it's objective for our current quest. Is this our current... Deliver reads message is our current quest. This is divert power. The illustrated manual? Okay, let's have a look here. Companion quest? That would imply that Max is a companion. Okay, that's actually not so far out of town. That'd be a good place to go, but I want to have a look at the rest of the town first. Hello.
You're safer inside the walls.
Yeah, probably true. Anything along here? Oh ho ho. I'm gonna pick it. Criminal activities. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, and murder are all considered illegal activities and are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in these activities without consequences. Good we did that round the corner, you know? Good we did that round the corner. Right. Evening, officer. Ooh, what we got over here? There we go. A little bit of jumping, and we got an axe. Nice. Okay. And then that's how you're meant to get out here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head out this way. Nice. I wanted to pull it. It was just a lever. I was like, gotta pull it. Nothing going on there. These must be these loader bot things. Okay. Nothing going on over here unless there's something up top. Nope. What is in this way? Can I go in? Hello.
Got my sights on you.
I'm gonna walk in if that's okay. It seems to be fine-ish. Still seems to be fine. Nope, that's nothing. Just a little orange bit. Checking up top here. Don't see anything. Yeah, I wonder what the purpose of this back area is. Ooh, there's something to wait in somewhere. Oh ho ho. Now this is more like it. This is the cannery then? Everything is steel in here. Corporation Service Award. Don't need that. Well, I'm going to walk in here. A vending machine discovered? Vending machines. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. Hat skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have a high enough reputation with the associated faction or hat skill of 40 or higher. Okay. So you can buy all sorts of things here. Now this seems cheaper than the general store by a little bit, but I could be wrong. Okay, I don't need any of it right now, but good to know what's going on there. Anything along the back there? Not really. Ooh, what's this machine? It's a funny looking machine. That's what that machine is. Nothing over there. Nothing around the back. Head up top. Hello there.
You're some sort of freelancer?
I really want these sprat hides. Am I allowed these? Did you know that sprats are found on every human colony world? Did you care? I did not know that, and I did care. Yeah, that's cool. Right, we got some more loot. Ooh, a computer. I just realized I just stole that just right away. You know, I don't have a problem with stealing some things if they can't see us. You're okay with that, aren't you? You seem to be okay with that. So this is Foreman Phyllis Granger's one. Let's look at our messages. From R. Thompson. Phyllis, owing to your hard work and positive attitude, I have sanctioned your access to medical treatment in the event of contagion. As you know, the company has not provided us with enough medicine to treat every worker. I wish I could treat every member of Spacer's Choice family who fell ill to this plague, but I cannot. Medical privileges are strictly merit-based. Please do not, under any circumstance, distribute your ration of medication to any other worker. We're all in this together. And the personal files. Let's hack it. Yep. And personal files last entry. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me not to report his death in our quarterlies. Sounds fair to me. Was asked to prepare a statement or something for the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work, show up, wear a smile, and you'll get medical privileges. It's a start. No, it doesn't sound like they're in a good place, really, if they're running out of medical supplies. That is definitely a bad sign. Ooh. Okay. Well, we'll just close that door. Don't mind us. Pick up Guide to Mechanical Engineering Volume 2. Okay. What does that do? Is it just junk? It's a quest item. The Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering Volume 2, a dense technical primer on mechanical engineering, published by Spacer's Choice. This volume describes the process of repairing and dismantling common models of mechanical workers. Oh, okay, and then you can spin it around if you want to. I guess. We could also spin this around if we wanted to spin around the geothermal passcode. Alright, neat. I want to look at the terminal. Company notifications. From the office of Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. Symptoms of infection have now reached a critical mass. I've instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as spacers we're expected to face up to reality. And the reality is that we do not carry enough medicine to treat all of you. Medical treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering the symptoms of incipient plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and your family is to don your jumpers and come to work. Work fortifies the spirit. Physical illness recapitulates spiritual weakness. I'm not sure that's a good policy. Oh, we can pick this with 0? Oh, well, perfect.
Easy.
Ooh, a 16 armor helmet? This helmet has been modified by the last marauder who wore it. It looks sturdy, but it smells. We'll have all of that. And now, I have a helmet. Look at that. It's a 16 armor helmet, and it's type heavy. Doesn't do anything else but apart from provide a lot of armor. Well, that's cool. Now, there is an option in the menu, I believe, which I'm not entirely sure we need to do, but there is an option to show player helmet. Now, I don't really understand the point, because I believe that this game is only first person, but I couldn't see a hotkey anyway for switching into third person, so yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but maybe there is some way to switch into third. I know if you stand still long enough, the camera will start spinning around you, but, you know, won't need to worry about that. Right, head down here. Is there anything else in this area, or are we good to go? We're good to go, right. Next room. A little thing we can hack. Don't mind if I do. Notifications lost and found. Found. One left hand, severed at the wrist, some bone damage. People, this is our second unscheduled amputation in as many months. Please exercise caution and safety around machinery. Maintenance fees will be deducted from your pay. Alright. I haven't learned anything new from that. Oh, hello there. A new vendor found. Okay. Well, that's fine. We could steal from these. That guy would be very unhappy, though. Yeah, that guy would probably be a little unhappy. Let's leave it alone for just now. Loose lips, pink slips. Oh, okay. Nice bit of wordplay there. Nothing. Oh, something on the sprats. We're allowed to take the sprat hides. Good. Wait. I'm noticing all the sprats. Are they? Is the salt tuna sprat meat? Aw. Yeah, we'll have all of that. That's fine. Nobody saw anything. Okay, well. You know, if they're not going to leave guards around, I mean, it's basically like they're asking to be robbed. You know? Pick up the power regulator. So here's where the other power regulator is. I see. So this is our other choice, is just grab this power regulator and leave. As much as I disagree with their operating procedures, doesn't really seem like the kind of thing we want to be doing right now. I at least want to see the quest through slightly, you know. Maybe. Right. Let's go this way. So, this is just the other side of the office. Is there anything in the office that I missed? We didn't open these doors. Oh. Literally just the rest of the cannery. I see. This way's to the cantina, this way's to the cannery, and does this just leave the city? Huh. The city looks really large, but actually, it's quite small in terms of what you can actually do here. Okay. Well, that's neat in a way. Oh.
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plagued? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
Ooh, I need to go and talk to the sick house as well. I haven't been in there yet. Ooh, look at this. Mag picks, mag picks, mag picks. Fantastic. Happy we did a little exploring. Maintenance division. We haven't been here yet.
This is where the magic happens.
That's a workbench.
Well, science. But it still happens here.
So this is P. Holicom. Oh, so this is our companion. There are 3 open trouble tickets. First ticket. Open, medium, steps to reproduce. Turn on engine, try it again, kick the loader, curse injured toes. 6, I have to enter a minimum of 8 steps. 7, try it again. 8, it makes a rattling sound. Dang it, Clancy. I just got you back on your feet 2 weeks ago. Not that you got feet, but you know what I mean. Sounds like his stator's off axis again. We'll clean out and reset. Clancy's guts got caught and pulled out. Likely on account of somebody trying to restart him over and over again. Need to rewind all the coiling in number 4. Okay, stator is working, but there's something else off. Have to wait till it's quiet and spin him up for a listen. Priority ticket. Failure of main cannery production line at heat processing. Open, priority executive. Start up production line according to schedule S467001A. Observe processing of cans. Follow first batch to heat processing stage. 1 or more loud popping noises. Smoke, smell of burned salt tuna. Overheat klaxon on monitor 6. Flames jet from exhaust ports. Automatic shutdown. Maintenance notes. Likely as not, best got indigestion from being made to eat some chain made to. Again, heading over now. Trouble ticket. It's been open for 0 days. Summary, damn mechanicals. Priority automatically reset to low by executive level admin rule applied by Thompson R. Reason trouble ticket filed by Miller L. Steps to reproduce. Look northwise. I said northwise, blasted useless translator. Near scrap pile. Could be northeast from town, I guess. Observe mechanical, clanking about all menacing light. See? It's right there. There are no notes in this ticket yet. So that sounds like they're seeing a mechanical that may or may not be there, and they've reported it multiple times before. Ooh, is this her house? Is your house here? No? Well, you won't mind me taking things from it then. Ooh, we'll have all of that. Lots of ammo. I'm very happy our ammo problem has been solved. At least for now. This is a very plentiful town. Oh, we'll have all of that.
Hey, if you're hungry, I could open up a can of something.
He didn't seem to like me stealing things. I'm sure I played this game. I forgot. Is that just Ludo? I think that's called Ludo. Yeah, okay. Wonder who she was playing it with. Says she doesn't have many people round, so...
My dad's... It's an office. Just my office.
Yeah, we'll have all of this. You don't mind, do you? I'm going to read your computer as well. Enter a keyword for record search or hold down Control Alt F7 Enter. Oh, well. Let me try it. Control Alt F7 Enter. Well, I'm going to tell you that that did not work. Hopefully it didn't cause any problems. It looked like the video was alright. Alt-Enter is, of course, minimizes game. Well, not minimizes, but puts game into windowed mode. But, okay, that's fine. Open last search. Indumati. Searching. 2 records found. First entry. Indumati left Edgewater today. She's been reassigned to Terra 1. I kissed her goodbye at the platform and asked if I'd ever see her again. We both knew the answer was no. Look up and think of me, and I'll look up and think of you. Okay, so Indumati is her mother. Transcript. Note from Indumati. Robert. They wouldn't let me keep her, but I know you will raise her with love. Perhaps more than I would make time for. You're patient and present in a way that I am not. The company says she has no name until you give her one. Her name is Parvati. They tell me her birthday will be set on the date she's legally delivered to you. She was actually born on July the 7th. Make her feel special when I can't. She liked it when I sang to her. It was the only time she stopped crying. Indumati. Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Let's open it. I sat up last night reading through the Young Spacer's Guide. Almost started reading it out loud. From habit. It's been 10 years, but I still have parts of it memorized. Reckon I'll take the next volume into work at the cannery. There's an unused office where I've been taking my lunches. Might as well read the whole thing again. Okay. Interesting. So she's kind of stuck in the past a little bit here, I would say.
Go, I'll wait outside.
You know, I think I'm good.
I don't like coming out here. People on the street stare.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. I think this game... I'm not 100% sure. That's fine, though. It's a nice house she's got, though. It's very swanky compared to the rest of the town. Well, I suppose. Tells us a little bit about her. Ooh, the constable's office as well. There's more to the town than we thought. What's back here? Well, some trash bins. Okay, that's fine. Let's head in.
Lost a finger in the cannery today.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
Alright, didn't like us listening in there.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Well, in you come then. Hello, Constable Reyes.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
Nice. I've got some questions for you if you don't mind.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Okay. Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
Yeah, okay. How are we going to say this? Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Looks like there's a bounty on his head.
You are correct. An outstanding bounty has been posted for information pertaining to the whereabouts of Phineas V. Wells.
Okay. Well. Never mind.
Something to report?
Yeah, I'm looking for work.
Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Okay, well, goodbye. Seems easy enough. Can't help but notice there's nobody in the cells. That either bodes really well or not so well. Depending on whether it's empty because they aren't catching anyone or empty because, well, there isn't anyone to catch, I guess would be the better way of putting it. Bertie Cotton. Wanted, Bertie Cotton. From the Spacer's Choice Department of Retirement. A writ of execution effective immediately for Bert Cotton, former vicar stationed at Edgewater Vicarage, no longer in good standing with Halcyon branch order of the Scientific Inquiry, at large and dangerous, wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, sedation and unauthorized use of medical supplies. Generous bounty, payment on delivery, must be able to sign your own name. See Constable Reyes for details. Okay, Doc Mabel. Doc Mabel Burgess. From the Spacer's Choice Department of Retirement, rate of execution, effective immediately from Mabel Burgess, former Spacer's Choice physician condemned on charges of dereliction of duty, disappeared from Edgewater with 2 parcels of adrenatime at large and dangerous. Wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, vandalism, and unlicensed practice of medicine on sedacious criminals. Generous bounty, payment on delivery. I like how it says murder of company workers in good standing. Like, if he murders company workers who weren't in good standing, who cares? And then we have this guy. Gil Antrim. Rate of execution. He was an associate mechanic, terminated from his position, escorted from Edgewater on grounds of unauthorized use of adrenatime, wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, theft, and unauthorized use of medical supplies. Okay. Oh, good to know.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Ooh, we had to get some money out of this guy. Let's do a little save and... Hello.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Okay. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
So you're Martin Abernathy?
What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Knows what?
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching, and soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Why do you think I'm a freelancer?
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean nothing by it. Wasn't trying to insult you.
Okay, why would I be insulted?
Was just you ain't one of us. A spacer, I mean. Stands to reason you got no company looking after you. Not your fault, though. Even freelancers gotta eat. And if that means they must scratch some bits out of odd jobs, who am I to judge them? At least you're not a deserter.
What kind of odd jobs are you referring to?
Couple hours out of your day and some light second-story work, that's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Okay. Anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
Sorry, I was a little bit distracted there because I was hearing singing and I'm like, is the singing in-game? No, it's a rather excited next-door neighbor. Okay, you're taking an awful risk trusting me, you know.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Well, I'll leave you be. Alright, well, we got anything to do for him. You know what? I don't really want to steal from him. I just wanted to have a look around, see what he's got going on. See if he had a computer. Now we'll leave that alone. Okay. Well...
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Okay, hello.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get it. You need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Well, I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
I'm more tempted to give it to her than to give it to Abernathy, but we'll see. Well, with that, I'm going to end the episode here. Although, actually, we do only have one place left to visit. Let's visit this episode. We have 2 places left to visit. Let's visit them this episode. Barbershop.
I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Okay. Hey, Conrad.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Okay. Relax, I'm clean.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Nice. Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
I don't understand a word you said.
I mean that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Okay. So... That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Okay, well maybe Silas wants something from him. Ooh, what is... Wait. Barber/morgue? That doesn't seem like a great idea. Letter from Phyllis. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's gonna have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay for his body price. This is gonna ruin us, so I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down in his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis, G. Oh, okay, so that's why there was no receptionist. Well, that's neat. It wasn't just missing, there was just no receptionist. But there's gold teeth.
What can I do for you?
I have an idea. Well, you sound like you've had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
I'm guessing you were trained at medical school.
Experience was my teacher. Experience and... So, you want to be an embalmer, brochures 1 through 5, courtesy of the Spacer's Choice Department of Career Development.
Well, I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
You're not very good at hiding it? None of your business.
You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
They're probably worth a few bits.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Well, are you sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Nice. Well, that was very successful there. Let's head across here and go to the sick house. Hello, Rosemary.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
Why not?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk.
I don't mind.
I don't know which company you work for, but if it's Spacer's Choice, boss can still write you up for fraternizing with an incompetent worker. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got.
I've got some training. I could take a look at you.
Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble.
What kind of trouble?
People trouble. Lazy worker like me getting special treatment from some out-of-town physiker like you? People will talk. Company always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
Well, that's ridiculous. You can't blame yourself because you fell sick.
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
I'll leave you be. Okay. I'll continue having a look around here. Well, they won't need those anymore. They won't need those anymore. Our sentry died of the plague, I'll never know, but, you know, it's fine. Anything else in here? I'm not gonna steal. Taking things off dead bodies, one thing, but stealing right in front of the person? Who shouted? In here? Hello?
Time to collect a fine bounty!
Oh, it was you. Okay then, that's a little weird. Nothing round the back here. Nothing round the back here. Oh, maybe. Maybe there's nothing.
Another day at the
Wonderful. Well, with that, we've done a full circuit of the town. We've talked to everyone, I think. And now it is time to head out and go somewhere else. So, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.